Hello everyone, welcome back to Introducing Literature. I have given an introduction to Module 3 Literature and Ideology in the last class. Today we are continuing our discussion on literature and ideology. So, in the last class, we have tried to define literature and ideology. We have found that ideology means the dominant beliefs, ideas, and representations which support the existing practices in a society. See, ideology is the dominant beliefs existing in a society, we say. Dominant. It can be a particular idea in which a majority of people believe. So, this module will help you to read the texts closely, critically, and find out the elements that are hidden in it. See, every text will be having something hidden in it, hidden meanings in it, apart from the superficial meaning of it. So, in this module, you will be taught to read a text very closely in order to unearth, in order to bring out the hidden meanings in it. So, we used the term texts, right? By text, we don't mean the textbook you study. See, in ancient days, in olden days, we used the word text in order to denote something that we study. We say textbook. But today, text has a different meaning. Text now means anything that is capable of producing a meaning. See, anything that capable of producing a meaning is a text. It is not only a book. It is not only something that we study. So, see the scope of text now. So, a word is a text because it is capable of producing meaning. A paragraph is a text because it is capable of producing a meaning. An essay is a text. A poem is a text. A story, a novel, a cinema, a speech, even a poster, a song, a dress code, everything comes under the category of a text. Every text will have some hidden meanings in it apart from the superficial meaning. It's a allowed. See, let us examine how a dress code can be a text. See, consider a kimono. What is a kimono? Kimono is a traditional Japanese dress. We said that even a text, even a dress is a text. How? See, the concept of kimono can produce meanings. It is not only a garment to cover the body, it stands for Japan. It symbolizes Japan. A woman wearing kimono agrees with the Japanese custom of wearing a kimono. Similarly, it can be applied anywhere. Just consider a woman in a parda. It is not only a dress to cover the body, it is agreeing with the uh, beliefs and practices of a religion, of a particular religion. So, it is supposed that that woman is agreeing with the regulations of that religion. It is supposed, I mean. Hope you understood the concept of text now. That is anything that is capable of producing a meaning. Now, coming back to ideology. Ideology will always be supporting the dominant class or powerful class in a society. It will not support the minority or the powerless class. This is a very important concept. Ideology will also be always be supporting the dominant class or powerful class in a society. It will not be, it will not support the minority or powerless class. See, you should ask yourself a question whether you are belonging to the powerful class or you are belonging to the minority or powerless class. Based on that, you will be able to understand the concept. You will have experienced some advantages or disadvantages of ideology based on that, based on where you stand. For example, the books written by Western writers presents the Western people as superior and Eastern people as inferior and cultureless people. See, it is not a closed statement. Not all books written by the Western writers, most of the, it should be added there, or many of the books written by Western writers presents Western people as superior and Eastern people as inferior and cultureless people. Okay. Have you noticed how Hollywood films, that is American films, present Africa or India in their films? Africa is often portrayed as a land of barbarians with scenes of savages dancing wildly. Even your picture of an African country might be like this. It is because of the majority of the portrayals of Africa like that. See, India is often portrayed as a land of street magicians, snake charmers. You might have noticed that whenever India is shown, not cozy, comfortable visuals are shown, but visuals of poverty, etc. Such text can be said to be following a Western ideology. You will be having two texts prescribed to study within this module. One is A Hanging by George Orwell. Another is The Adivasi Will Not Dance by Hansda Sovendra Shekhar. We will move to this text after learning several terms in detail. For example, these are some of the terms that we will study: power, hegemony, subjectivity, irony, interpellation, and discourse. Let us move on to power. Power means exercising control over one person, group, nation, culture, gender, race, etc. Exercising power can be forceful or not forceful. Don't think that only a powerful person can exercise power. Power can also be exercised slowly and quietly without even your knowledge about it. See, there are even conditions in which a person, group, nation, culture, gender, race, etc. willingly allow themselves to be dominated. This is very important. They give consent to be dominated. They will say that they would like to be dominated because it is right within inverted commas. In fact, they have been taught that it is right. The condition in which one gives consent to be dominated is termed as hegemony. See, there are many poor people who believe that it is the right of the rich to dominate them because they are taught so by their society, their religion, customs, etc. See, there are so many so-called low caste people who think that the high caste people can dominate them because they are taught so by the society, their religion, culture, etc. There are many women who believe that it is the right of men to dominate them because they are taught so by the society, their religion, culture, etc. This is called hegemony. Hegemony is the process through which the dominant classes, groups propagate their beliefs and ideas to rule over the powerless groups with their consent. So you can write it somewhere. You have studied two important concepts today. One is power and hegemony. Understanding these concepts is very important in understanding this module. If you observe life closely, you can see exercising of power in our society. You yourself might have experienced them. Our society being a patriarchal society, that is male dominated society, women will have the experience of being dominated, no doubt. We will move on to the other concepts in the next class. We are stopping here. Thank you.